Hey, what's going on, YouTube? This is Fluffy, and I recently just completed the Prophecy solo flawless on my Warlock, and I wanted to show you my setup that I used. This is also during the season of Splicer, so here we go. For the first room, the first boss and whatnot, I used Witherhoard, Akelos, and then the Fallen Guillotine, and with this setup, without even Lucent Blade, you can one phase them easily. This is the armor that I use with the mods. Nothing really special here. I used void damage resistance because I wasn't really worried about the knight's flames, honestly. I was more worried about their boomers, because those things hit real hard, more than their solar. So I went with a void damage resistant and a concussive dampener. The Ikelos mods came in real clutch, especially with Fire Team Medic, Warmind Protection. Warmind Protection is actually low key really, 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 really good, and I recommend using that. Don't worry about the stats. I barely play on my Warlock to begin with. Don't worry about those stats. It really doesn't do much, honestly. Yeah, that's the first boss phase. Going into after you kill the first boss, you go into the weird place with all those invisible minotaurs. I used this setup to kill those snipers, crowd control, kill them all fast, and then kill the blights. Like you can two hit it with this, and then kill it with your Night Watch. You do it's really simple. Just watch out for the invisible minotaurs, and you'll get through it fine. Going to the changing rooms, I used my Adept Swarm, Akelos, and Witherhoard. This was probably the easiest room, to be fair. You find a corner with choke spots and enough coverage above you, and you just Witherhoard the choke spots, and you'll do great. Use your Aikelo SMG though to try to get some Warmind cells for the protection and suppression, and it will greatly help you. Take your time. There's no rush through this. Then you go to Rainbow Road, that's what I call it. I just went with this setup, long range. I took my time through this. Some parts I used the Sparrow, some parts I just walked through it. But I was like, I'm not going to risk it. So I used this setup to kill the snipers and phalanxes. And then the boss room. This is my setup that I used for the boss room. I really didn't change anything with the armors throughout this whole dungeon. So nothing really has changed here. Once again, take your time. I wiped, I'd say, probably 50 times before I completed it solo for the first time. And it was very frustrating. It took me a few days on and off. On the last, the last run through, I wiped 12 times. But as soon as I did it, I finally got like an understanding of the whole dungeon. And you go back through this, and it's just super, super easy. So take your time. There's no rush. What I did a lot throughout the dungeon is I would use my super to stay alive within the room to get the orbs and control one corner at a time. Kill the ogres as soon as possible too, because they are just as annoying as the knights and the continuous mobs of scions. Try to get as many Warmind cells out there to keep you alive, to suppress them, and you'll get through it. I mean, I keep saying you will get through it. It will be hard. It will be difficult. It will be frustrating, but just take your time and you can get through it easily. It took me 3 phases to kill him. I mean, if I was better at damage, um, doing my damage properly within the boss phase, I probably could 2 phase it, but I I was too scared and I wanted to take my time. When you are doing the boss phase, kill the snipers. Kill those snipers, man. They will punish you. Um, a lot of the times in the boss phase too, I did get teleported. Don't move when you get teleported. Do not move, because sometimes Bungie will put you at the edge of one of the platforms, and you'll fall right off. And it is probably the most frustrating part about that part. But yeah, I mean, I could do a full gameplay of me doing it to show you what I did. I did it within an hour, I think. Yep, I did it in an hour and 12 minutes. But mostly was that I was taking my time. I was waiting for my super to come up to be able to control corners in the boss room. And yeah, I mean I don't know what else to like really say. Um if you would like a gameplay video, I can try this again. I can try this again to show you how I did it, and hopefully it can help you. So thank you for stopping by. If you could like, subscribe. Uh, if you would like gameplay, I will gladly show you how to do it my way. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.